You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, let's get on into this tutorial. So I just went ahead and did my primer, foundation, concealer, powder, and eyebrows, and now we're gonna start the eye look. From the Anastasia Sultry palette, I'm gonna take the shade Fresh. I think it's available as a single, but really any kind of bone-colored shadow is gonna work, or anything that closely resembles your skin tone. And I'm gonna take it on a fluffy brush and just pack it from all the way from the bottom of my eyebrow to my lash line. For my transition shade, I'm gonna go in with the shade Burnt Orange from the Soft Glam palette, also from Anastasia, and I'm gonna focus that right on the crease. And because I'm now growing my eyebrows back, actually, I have a lot less room than what I used to have when I could draw them, you know, a little bit higher up. So my main focus now, instead of going up, is going to be really on going outwards to kind of elongate the eye instead of going up. Now that we have Burnt Orange in the crease, I'm going to go in with the shade Rustic in the same palette on the same brush and deepen this up a little bit. Now I'm going to use Orange Soda, and I'm going to scratch just the very edges of what we have already going on. And this is going to kind of diffuse the burnt orange into my skin a little bit better. And I'm really going to get into the corner here and kind of connect everything. I'm gonna go back into Burnt Orange just to kind of reinforce the first shade that we did, just in case any of it got lost with the Orange Soda. Just want to make sure that it's all still popping and still vibrant after we've softened those edges. Taking the shade Cypress Umber on a really small domey crease brush, I'm gonna put that right in the crease. And I'm gonna stop about halfway through my iris. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm not taking any of the eyeshadow farther down from an imaginary line running from the corner of my nose to the corner of my eye to the end of my eyebrow. If we did anything over here, it would start to kind of drag the eye downwards. And since we're not going to be doing any under eye makeup today, I want to keep this all clean and all clean going through this way. Using that same shade Cypress Umber on a small packer brush, I'm going to pack that on the outer half of my lid and then diffuse it inwards. Same thing on the other side. So this is the kind of general shape we have going on. We have the mid-tone orange brown and then the lighter orange brown through the crease all the way into the corner where the front of the eyebrow is, extending outwards to the end of the eyebrow. And then we have the darkest brown on the outer half of the eye, curving around like a C and connecting to the lash line. I'm going to line my upper lash line with some black eyeshadow from the same palette, Noir, on a flat brush. I'm not sure if you can see the difference on video right here, but you can see that the eye right here is really crisp and defined with that thin black line, whereas here you have little pieces of skin showing through the individual lashes and it just looks more undefined. For the shimmers, I'm gonna take my Natasha Denona Mini Nude palette. There we go. And I'm gonna use the shade farthest away from me. This one is called Bronzage. And I'm gonna take that on my ring finger and pat it all over the lid. And I'm gonna diffuse it as I get to the dark outer edge, so we still have some dimension out there. And then as I get towards the inner corner, I also am gonna sheer it out, because we are gonna add another shade there. And that's what that looks like. And then if any of those edges look a little bit too harsh to you, you can take that same fluffy brush from the first step and just soften everything. And now for the inner corner, I'm gonna take the shade Lumino or Lumino? I don't know. Taking that on my pinky and I'm gonna press that on the inner corner. I need lotion. So that's it for the eyeshadow. For bronzer, I'm gonna do some Nars Laguna, and I'm gonna take that on a fluffy brush and do the cheeks, the nose, the chin, and just a little bit on the forehead. And the reason that I'm doing stippling motions is because I have a pretty good amount of foundation on, and if I went back and forth and started scrubbing, it might lift that up a little bit. So by tapping it, it kind of just gives you peace of mind that nothing's gonna be going anywhere. A little bit on the forehead, and I'm not gonna do a lot. I used to do really heavy bronzer on the forehead until I realized that it doesn't really look good when you don't have a lot of hair to kind of frame that. So less is more when it comes to the forehead if you have really short hair or really fair skin. Like sometimes I see people with, they have really naturally pale skin, and so their scalp is always going to be that same color, but then they'll do like a really heavy bronzer, or they'll do just a dark foundation, and you can see the huge difference of where their pale scalp is and where their dark face is. For blush, I kind of want to keep the same warm bronzy tones going on the face, so I'm going to use my Pure blush in the shade Blushing Act. Also, these smell super good. It's like vanilla cupcakes or something, but I'm going to apply it just on all over the cheek. Sometimes I feel like it's important to be technical with blush placement, and then other times I'm like, well, I just kind of want it everywhere, which is what I'll do right now. Some people might like to say that, applying blush only out here will kind of really lift the face, which can be true. I just like a lot of blush, so that's what I'm doing. I'm even gonna put a little bit right on the nose, just because I think it's cute. Especially with pink blush, it kind of just makes you look like you've been out in the cold, or you have a cute little sneeze, or I don't know, just makes you look really youthful and cutesy. For highlighter, I'm gonna take Cookie from Benefit, which is that really blinding gold champagne, and I'm gonna take it on a dual fiber brush from A Cosmetics. This applies it really soft. You could also do like a packer brush if you wanted a more strong effect. But I want something a little bit more subtle today. And I'm just gonna put that, well, actually, never mind. This is not subtle. On the temple, letting it into that blush and that bronzer, and stopping it about halfway down my eye. If you ever think you went a little bit overboard with your highlighter and you can afford to put more blush on, I'm just gonna take my blush brush that I used earlier, and I'm gonna put it right over top just to kind of diffuse that a little bit and make it look a little bit less strong. Otherwise, if you think you are not able to put on more blush, you can just take like your loose translucent powder on a fluffy brush and just sweep it right over top and make it look a little bit more part of the skin. Still using that same Cookie highlighter, now on a fan brush. for a little bit more precision. Going down the tip of the nose, on the chin, on the Cupid's bow. Cupid's bow highlight looks really nice if you're doing like a bold lip. I think I'm just gonna do a gloss today, but I just like the way that this looks, especially in photos. Taking that cookie highlighter on a small detail brush and really kicking that up on the inner corners. For mascara, I'm gonna do my favorite Clinique Fit mascara, which is very unfortunate because I found out for sure that this was being discontinued. So I'm kind of scared to use this from now on, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna do just the top lashes. I'm gonna do nothing on the lower lashes. It's gonna really lift the face with nothing going on down here. So just a thin coat on the upper lashes. And I do have a couple of eyelashes that will go downward. So if I ever get a little bit of mascara on these down here, I'll just take my fingers and gently pinch it off so that it's not dragging the eye down. Now I'm gonna put on some lashes. These are the Lily lashes in the style Miami Flare. These are my all-time favorite. I wear them literally like every day. Alright, got the lashes on, and now for lips, I'm gonna do this Dior lip gloss in the shade 629 Mirrored. Okay, so now that the whole face is finished, I think I want a little bit more, I don't know, something, I guess maybe a little bit more peachy instead of rosy. This one has a little bit of pink in it, which I really do like, but I don't think it matches the eyes. So instead, I'm going to do this Artist Couture Silk Cream Lipstick in the shade Angel Baby, and we'll see how that looks. There we go. Yeah, this is much better. Yeah, this matches way better with what I have going on with the eyeshadow. But the annoying thing is that this lipstick is actually discontinued. I'm not sure if you can still get it at Sephora, but I know Artist Couture is officially discontinuing this product in color. So I'll have to find a dupe somewhere at some point. But for now, I really like it. And yeah, hopefully you guys kind of like this more tutorial-based type of video instead of just reviews. I'll probably be doing a lot more of these in the future. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.